On the second one where you solve, so instead of just having two parts, where you have one on the left, one on the right, okay, what you can do is, this one is the one where you kind of have really just multiple options, because you really have two different ways you can do any of these. On this one, you have like on A, you have 5 over x, you have 7 over 4, and you have negative 9 over x. You can do basically one of two things. Okay? You can move, since 2 of the 3 share a common denominator, you can move what I would say is move the 5 over x to the other side and treat it just like we did before. Okay? So if you do that, if you would rather be like, Laws, I want to cross multiply, that's easier, then do that, that's fine. The other way that you can do it is if you get every denominator to be the same, then basically the denominators, and that's what we're going to do on the third example, but once you get every denominator the same, then really all you have to do is focus on the top. Okay? So for this one, what I would probably suggest doing, if you have 2 of the 3 that match, I would move all the ones that match over to one side and then leave whatever else you have on the other. So if I have 5 over x, what I would suggest doing is subtracting 5 over x from both sides. So then those two go away. Then all I'm looking at is 7 over 4 equals, what's negative 9 minus 5? Negative 14 over x. So if you have 2 that have common denominators, I would put those together and just combine them however you would normally. So now I have 7 over 4 and I have negative 14 over x. In the back of my mind, what can x not be? 0. Okay. What am I going to do with my values? Cross multiply. I'm going to take 4 times negative 14, and I'm going to get negative 56. I'm going to take 7 times x, and I'm going to get 7x, and then I'm just going to divide everything by 7, and I'm going to get x equal to negative 8. Is everything okay with x being negative 8? You bet. Now, on one like B, where I have 1 minus, and then I have 8 over x minus 5 equal to 3 over x. It's completely up to you as far as, in this case, you have 3 different values, right? Or 3 different denominators, because what is 1? 1 over 1. Now, you can write 1 over 1 with any denominator, right? Which denominator would be the smart one to have on the top and the bottom, since it's 1, where you can combine things? Like, what do you want to pick? Okay, Devin said x, so x over x. What else could we have done? Like, we can either make this x over x minus 8 over x minus 5 equal to 3 over x. Or what else could we have done? We could have made it x minus 5 over x minus 5 minus 8 over x minus 5 equal to 3 over x. You have multiple options. If you just have a constant value, you're going to have multiple options. Okay, to where you can do it. It doesn't matter if you do it the green way or you do it the blue way. For me, the blue way is probably easier just because I don't have to move anything over to the other side. It's all going to work out. I'll do both ways. So even with the one in green, if I subtract x over x from both sides, then I'm going to have negative 8 over x minus 5 equal to 3 minus x over x. Again, either way I'm going to have to cross multiply somehow, some way. Okay, if I do that, I have negative 8x equals, where are we at? 3x negative 15 negative x squared and positive 5x. Now I have a quadratic, so what am I going to have to do with everything? What am I going to have to do with all this over here? Get it to the other side. So whenever I do that, then I'm running out of room. I'm going to have x squared, negative 8x plus 3x plus 5x. What happens? And everything just going to go away? And then I'm going to have plus 15 equal to 0. If I have x squared plus 15 equal to 0, how would you solve x squared plus 15 equal to 0? Move the 15 over, right? And have x squared equal to negative 15. What's the problem with this? Yeah, can't have a negative. Okay, so what's my answer going to be? Okay, because we're dividing by that, or we're taking the square root of a negative, we're not going to get a solution. We're going to get an I, but I don't want an I value as far as this is concerned. Yep. So then if we would, let me put, I'm going to put it a little higher here. If we go x minus 5 over x minus 5, minus 8 over x minus 5 equal to 3 over x. So I have x minus 5 in the denominator spot. I have x minus 13 on top. And then I have 3 over x. Cross multiply. Whenever I do, I get x squared minus 13x equals 3x minus 15. We did something wrong on the green one. What did we do? Because this one's going to work out nice and neat. Because I'm going to have x squared minus 13x, or not 13x. (16) What are my values? 15 and 1. Where did the mistake come from? In the green one. It helps if you subtract that you actually subtract and not subtract a positive and a... So then it would have been x minus 15 and x minus 1, which still would have given us 15 and 1. My bad.